Hey everyone, it's Rochelle and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video for you guys. So today I'm going to be doing a Cruella de Vil inspired. She's one of my favorite villains. So I wanted to try and do my take on Cruella de Vil's hair and makeup. I do not do the cartoon version. This is more of a realistic version. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I achieve this hair and makeup tutorial, then please continue to watch. Alright, so let's get started. So to make this wig, I'm going to use some body wave hair. And I actually used 2 bundles of hair and 1 frontal. So I'm using dark hair and a 613 lace frontal to make this wig. This hair is from West Kiss. I will put all the hair info in the description bar down below. So let's start off with this frontal. So I'm going to apply a lot of Vaseline to this. This is just going to help to protect the lace so it doesn't get stained, because we're going to be working with some darker colors and I do not want to stain this lace at all. So apply that Vaseline. It will help to shield the lace. Now to wash the Vaseline off, I use Dawn dish soap and it actually got it off perfectly well. Alright, so now we're going to prep this hair for coloring. I already have it on my mannequin head and I'm going to take out the sections that I want to keep blonde. And I'm going to take the sections that I want to make darker. Now, if you guys are wondering why did I use a blonde lace frontal, the reason why I did that is because if I were to use black hair and bleach the part that I want to be like lighter, it would be really hard to get it to this color of lightening without damaging the hair. And sometimes some of these hair, they don't really bleach as well. So that's why I went with using a blonde frontal, because I figured it would be a lot easier to achieve the look that I am going for. Now, as you can see, I'm using some saran wrap and I'm going to protect that area that I want to keep blonde. So I do not want any dark colors, any dye on this. So I'm just adding some saran wrap so the dye does not touch the hair at all. Alright, so we're going to be using the Ion Intensive Shine Intense Dark Auburn. Now you might be wondering, why am I using a red dye? Reason being is the hair is blonde and in order to get it black, we gotta dye it red first, or else it's gonna have a greenish, maybe tint of blue to the hair, and you don't want the hair to look green. The reason why I know this, guys, is because I've attempted this before and the hair turned out green. I watched a couple videos on YouTube. I will link them in the description bar down below. And I was like, well, this makes sense. That's why you don't add black hair straight to blonde. So anyways, I'm going to go in with that red dye and I'm going to apply it all over the hair. And also, because I am using black bundles, I wanted to use permanent hair dyes. I did not want to use any semi-permanent hair dye, so I didn't want to do the watercolor method at all. So I'm going to leave this in for about 30 minutes and I'm going to go wash it off camera. And as I mentioned before, to get the Vaseline out, I use dish soap. Alright, so now we're going to use the Ion Intense Black. So it's actually more of a natural black. It's not like jet black. And I'm going to apply this all over the hair. So I already washed out the red dye and now we're going to apply the black. And you guys, as for my bundles, they were a natural black color. So that's why I did not want to use like a jet black hair dye, because I did not want to have to go in and color my bundles. But it's optional. If you want to do jet black, you can do jet black. And again, I'm going to leave this on for about 30 minutes. Alright, so I'm just going to step off camera real quickly and wash the dye out. Now I'm going to take my purple shampoo shimmer lights. We're going to go ahead and tone the front of the hair. So we're going to strip the hair of the yellow, and I'm just putting the purple shampoo into this little bucket right here. And then I'm going to add some water to that purple shampoo as well. And I'm just going to put the hair into the purple shampoo. It's so hard to show this part, but guys, this is all I did to the very front of the hair. Now, in case you're wondering why is there so much black on this hair, is because it's actually a different frontal. Reason being, I actually filmed this video twice, and the other frontal that I just did the coloring on, I lost the clip with the blonde, but it's a good thing that I filmed the other scene, so that's how I accomplished this look. So yeah, that's pretty much the technique that I did. That's pretty much how I achieved the half black, half blonde look. So you guys, I went ahead and I made the wig off camera. So I do have very detailed videos on how I make my wigs. I will link it in the description bar down below. And just in case you guys are wondering how come the frontal is blonde in this clip right here as I'm sewing this wig together. So originally I made my wig, I didn't color the frontal as yet, but then by the time I was done making the wig, I actually ended up coloring the frontal and I added too much black to this frontal and not enough blonde on the hair, so I end up remaking the wig and using a completely different frontal. So that's what happened there. Alright, so moving right along, this is the completed wig. So when I planned on filming this video, I planned for my Cruella de Vil to have long hair. But then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? She's gonna have short hair. So I'm gonna go in with my scissors and I'm going to cut. I usually have to cut the hair on my head just to get an idea of how short I want it to be. And guys, if I knew I was gonna cut it into like a bob, I would have used shorter hair for sure and give myself less work. I know I had a little freak out moment because I was like, I want to cut it short, but is this how short I want to go? I wasn't really sure, but I already cut it, so I have to keep on going. So I did end up cutting it a little bit shorter. I'm turning her into a bob. Now I'm gonna go in with my shearing comb. So I'm gonna put the hair up in sections and start off at the back. So this comb has like a blade on it and it's going to thin out the hair because whenever you cut hair, it tends to be a lot more bulkier and I want to thin it out. I don't want it to be super bulky. This can be very time consuming, by the way. I'm just going to continue to thin it out until I'm happy with how the hair is looking and the volume of the hair. Alright, so she is looking cute. I'm not going to cut it anymore. I'm not going to thin it out anymore. I'm very happy with how she is looking. Stiff wear. Moving right along, I'm going to take the Wig Guru's lace tint to tint my lace so it matches my skin. The shade that I use is pure beige. If you don't have this product, you can also use foundation powder to get your lace to match your skin. And I just go in with my blow dryer and dry it on a cool setting so it dries fast. Now we're going to move on to styling the hair. I'm just going to use a curling iron. This one is by Ions. I believe this is a 1-inch curling iron. And I'm just going to curl the hair under. I'm not doing anything too fancy here. Super easy, and it's very repetitive. So I'm just wrapping the hair around the curling iron and I'm going to hold it for about 12 seconds, and this is what the curls are looking like, and I'm just going to repeat the steps all over the hair. And I went ahead and I applied my wig off camera. I do have very detailed videos on wig application. I will link them in the description bar.